Hey, welcome to Leaving Crazy Town with Finn and Sarah.
I just decided I was going to get a dementia test because my brain just is not working properly. All right.
So she says. Anyway, what are we going to talk about today? Mind your own business. And what does that really mean?
Yeah, what does it mean, Finn?
Well, for
Where
me...
does it show up?
Where does it show up for me?
Or where you see it out in the world. And with codependency, it's huge. Because we think everything's our business.
Yeah, and
That's where we get in trouble. Trying to control other people. Okay.
Somebody says to me, oh, this is a basic one because I go to a lot of 12-step meetings.
Okay.
When somebody's like telling me that they can't go to a meeting because, they have to go do something else, I'll be like... Well, are you going to a different meeting? What's your priority? What's your business, Finn? Not mine. Nothing to do with me.
Oh my
God. And how did you do the steps? I know.
I had so many enemies for a while because after I did the steps, I have to admit it, people, I thought everybody should do them. And not only do them, but do them my way.
Oh, absolutely my way.
Well, I think it's one thing to be attraction rather than promotion, or to be suggesting things rather than telling someone what to do. And something I used to do, which of course backfired on me, there's 2 times that I worked with sponsees that didn't work out well. Guess what they were?
When you said you'd save them?
When I went up to them and said, do you need a sponsor? Okay, they weren't interested in me sponsoring them, but I basically told them they needed me.
And they couldn't say no
and
because they were
say no
crazy.
because they are codependent. Right.
All right, so here's the thing.
Okay.
My experience with this, attraction, not promotion, or making a suggestion, I don't even make suggestions.
Okay.
What I'm really trying to get embedded in,
Yes.
and I'm not perfect at it,
Yes.
is sounds like you're going through a hard time. This is what I did to help me with that.
Beautiful.
I used to feel this way, but when I did this, I now feel this way. And the thing is,
you're sharing your own experience.
Sarah will often talk about, I've had a lot of trauma in my life. I've been through a lot. So
Yes.
I have a lot of things I can relate to. And I know
Yes.
what the solution for me was. And I tell people all the time, it might not be for you.
Yes.
But this is what I did.
Right.
And I don't like when people say we. I don't like when people say you. When they say you, I mean, the ears close, earmuffs go on, and I put myself under a helmet and I don't listen. When people say we, I still, nah, 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 nah. I don't want to hear what we did. You can tell me what you did.
Right.
Using the word I,
Right.
But I don't know if what I did, what saved me, is going to help you. I have no idea. I like to think I do.
Absolutely. And bringing it to the crazy part of the channel so we can leave Crazy Town is when you're crazy, you literally believe you have all the answers. And you literally believe you need to tell everybody what they should be doing, thinking, saying, feeling, experiencing, whatever.
And what I've found, I've seen a pattern with people. It's kind of funny because I haven't been around very long, but I've been on this earth for 55 years.
Yes.
And I've been aware a little bit longer than a few.
Yes.
And what I noticed in my own behavior, and I've witnessed it in others, is like you said earlier, you did the steps so you thought everybody needed to do the steps to save them.
Right.
I was the same way. Just like I have born-again Christian people in my family, and people be like, doesn't it drive you nuts that they try to get you to believe? And I said, well, if I had a candy bar that I knew would save everyone's life, I'd be shoving that candy bar down people's throats, which is exactly what I did with the way I went through the steps. Right. It was the only way, the right way, and the best way. And if you didn't do it that way, I don't care if you've stayed clean and sober for 40 years, you don't have the recovery I have. It's BS. I've learned that.
Yes.
But what I've learned too is in other areas of my life where I think I know better, that I don't necessarily know better. I can share my experience, but I can't tell everyone else what to do. And I used to think I could.
Yes. And I think what happens with codependent people is we say, oh, but we care about them. We love them. We know they benefit from X, Y, and Z.
Biggest myth. Somebody was telling me that yesterday. I don't want to hurt someone's feelings. I love them.
Yes.
It's a myth, people.
It's a myth. It's a myth.
If you don't want to feel good, stay in the myth.
That's right. And the thing is, when you start to try to control somebody, what does it do? It affects the relationship in a negative way. So that's what I always think when I have this little activation and I want to tell my kid what to do or, whatever. I get a little activation and I say to myself, what's more important, me being right about this and suddenly acting out of my fear, or saving the relationship? And it's always saving the relationship. And you know this, people, because we don't like being told what to do. We like getting support when we ask for it.
Some people like to be told what to do. They ask, what should I do? What should I do?
Yes.
What should I do? And then I found I always fall into that pattern of telling them for them, and then they never do it. And then they call back and want to know what to do. And now I'm like, why do they keep asking me what to do when they're not going to do anything I say?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a vicious cycle. It's not your business what other people are doing unless it's like, I don't know, affecting
well, what's
you, right?
our yes?
What is our business?
All right.
Sarah?
What is our business? Is what we are experiencing about what they're doing. So if my kid suddenly tells me, oh, geez, I spent $5,000 on a trip and I didn't know that, I can notice, holy crap, I'm having a lot of anxiety about this, which is my issue. I can talk to him about it. I can call Finn. I can talk to him about it, or I can zip my mouth and let him have. This is the thing. All right, I know you're going to jump in. Is when we try to control, we take away the other person having their own experience of what they're supposed to be experiencing. My son was supposed to have some feelings of fear around the money he spent. If I suddenly said, oh, I'll give you some, if I took care of it or I yelled at him or whatever, it's not going to resolve the issue. That's going to be about me. And what the people need to do is have their own feelings, just like the addicts in our lives, just like, all right.
I was going to say the other behavior I see in a scenario like that, where something happens and we have our feelings.
Yes.
And then we say, when you did such and such, you made me feel blah, blah, blah. No. You felt blah, blah, blah.
Nobody
they did what they did. Nobody makes you feel. And I know that's so hard for people to grasp.
Right.
But they're your feelings.
Right.
No one else is responsible for them.
Well, that's what blame is. Blame is making someone else wrong for how I'm feeling.
That's what blame is?
All right, so tool of the week. I know mind your own business sounds a little severe, but this is the thing about minding your own business. Life gets so easy.
It's so much easier now that I'm not in charge.
Life gets so easy when you're only responsible for yourself. And really, also people, the whole getting into other people's business is really about our own fear. So that's really the work to be done. Looking at, what is making me want to get involved in their business?
One of the funniest things that just hit me today, hits me recently, is when I was going to change my name, my sister actually said to me, please don't do this to me.
Oh my God.
What am I doing to her?
Great example, though.
But it's so, now that I think about it, I know how many times other people have done things and I thought they were doing it to me when really it was none of my business.
Yeah.
Not about me.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, we'll do another video, and Finn hates when I say that not about me. And nothing is personal.
Distinguishing between...
Things are not personal.
I think the hardest thing my sponsees have is understanding the difference between not about me and none of my business. And that's a really interesting connection. So maybe we will do
something on that.
All right. Mind your business, people.
Fasten your seatbelt.
The next time a friend calls you with the story, don't chime in with all the answers like I do.
Just listen.
Validate.
We love you.
We're out of here.
Bye.